There's a popular saying that where there is water, there is life. Entrepreneurs like Elon Musk and others have time and time talked about occupying Mars and making it habitable. But science is now discovering that Hycean planets may be more conducive for human life. Hycean planets are the planets which have hydrogen in the atmosphere and ocean on the ground, and scientists have now found a planet called K2-18b with an ocean. Right now, somewhere far beyond, this is a planet that is similar to Earth. K2-18b is the planet discovered in 2015 by NASA's Kepler Space Telescope, and there is evidence that it is housing alien life already. And this time, it is not just a maybe. Scientists are saying there is a 99.7% chance that this alien world is alive. This changes everything we know about our place in the universe and that we are not alone. K2-18b is just about 124 light-years away. That might sound impossibly far, but in cosmic terms, it is just around the block. It orbits a red dwarf star in the constellation Leo, a star cooler and dimmer than our Sun, but K2-18b is at the perfect distance from it, and it is in the Goldilocks zone. The Goldilocks zone, or the habitable zone, is the region around a star where a planet's surface temperature could potentially allow for liquid water to exist. It is not too hot and not too cold, and that's where water can stay liquid. When scientists first spotted K2-18b, it was just a blip in the data, one of thousands of planets Kepler found. But then, astronomers realized it was about 8.6 times the mass of the Earth, big enough to have a thick atmosphere, yet small enough that it might be rocky or even ocean-covered. This type of planet is rare in our solar system. We have small rocky planets like Earth and giant gas worlds like Jupiter, but no in-between. Planets like K2-18b are Hycean planets, and that label instantly made scientists curious because such planets could be the perfect incubators for life. Fast forward to 2023, the James Webb Space Telescope, which is currently humanity's most powerful eye in space, took a look at K2-18b with a mirror 6.5 meters across and instruments that can detect the faintest glimmers of infrared light. James Webb Space Telescope can read the chemical makeup of alien atmospheres like a barcode scanner. It does this using a method called transit spectroscopy. When K2-18b passes in front of its star, some starlight passes through the planet's atmosphere. Different gases absorb specific wavelengths, leaving behind a pattern in the light that James Webb Space Telescope can decode. And when the data came back, scientists found something they weren't expecting. In the light spectrum, James Webb Space Telescope detected clear signs of water vapor, methane, and carbon dioxide. On their own, these could mean that the planet has a warm, stable, and ocean environment. But then came a big surprise, a possible detection of dimethyl sulfide, or DMS. Here's why this is huge. On Earth, DMS is almost entirely produced by living things. There is no known geological process that makes DMS in large amounts without life. So if DMS is real on K2-18b, something there is making it, and this might be the alien life that is living there. Statistical models show 99.7% probability that the chemical mix we see isn't random noise, but something consistent with biological activity. It is like finding a footprint in the sand. You can't see the creature, but you know something walked by. If this is confirmed, it is the closest we've ever been to proving life exists beyond Earth. Even microbial life on K2-18b would be groundbreaking, because it means life probably isn't a cosmic accident. It means, given the right conditions, life will emerge. And if that happened there and here, the odds are it has happened millions of times in our galaxy alone. That would make the universe not a lonely, empty void, but a living, breathing place filled with alien ecosystems. All of this comes from just a few photons of light. That's how sensitive James Webb Space Telescope is. It can detect a handful of light particles that have traveled 124 light years, passed through an alien atmosphere, and still carry the fingerprints of molecules like water and methane. This is a level of precision we couldn't dream of even a decade ago, and over the next few years, James Webb Space Telescope will keep observing K2-18b to confirm or to rule out the DMS detection. If life is confirmed, it will be the most important discovery in human history, not just because it answers the question, are we alone, but it will reshape how we see ourselves. Earth will no longer be the only home of life. We will know the universe is full of other homes, maybe even other civilizations. Human life currently does not have the means to travel 124 light years away to reach K2-18b. But based on progression of human life and advancement of technology in the last century, it does not seem so far-fetched that we will be a multiplanetary species or that we will meet the aliens. In the case of K2-18b, we need to be very careful. Red dwarf stars like K2-18b can be volatile, blasting planets with radiation. It is possible life there has to constantly adapt or hide beneath the waves to survive. And there's always a chance that the DMS signal is a false alarm or a sign of chemical process we don't yet understand. Still, the search doesn't end here. James Webb Telescope data will be cross-checked with future telescopes like the Extremely Large Telescope in Chile and NASA's planned Habitable Worlds Observatory. Each will sharpen the picture, bring us closer to answering the ancient question. And here's the thing, if K2-18b has life, it is not an isolated miracle. It is a pattern, a sign that life blooms wherever it can. Maybe we'll never meet it face to face, or maybe one day humanity will stand on the shore of that alien ocean, watching the alien waves crash at our feet. For now, we wait. Somewhere out there, under a red sky, something might be breathing, swimming, living, completely unaware that we are watching them from 124 light years away. And maybe, just maybe, it is wondering if it's alone too. Let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching.